just wanna go out and walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out and walk with you.
Here we go again. The ball has dropped and I am plunged back into the familiarity of a slow, muffled feeling. Like my body and senses are underwater, yet at the same time, tuned all the way up. I can often feel exactly when my body has shifted out of the warmth of my follicular phase and into the cave of Luteal. I crave silence, stillness, solitude and softness. I'm reminded that each bleed is a chance to let go a little bit more, to release control, to surrender and trust that my body knows what's best. I've recently discovered I have PCOS, which explains a lot, however doesn't mean as much to me as I thought it might. I think it's just a way to understand myself and my cycle a bit better. While my actual bleed only lasts about 5 days, my cycles are quite irregular and often very long, ranging anywhere from 31 to 47 days. My luteal phase tends to drag on for weeks and brings on a frustrated desperation for the relief that my bleed brings. I'm very grateful for how much my cycle has improved though, as it's only recently I've still been able to function while experiencing the lows that my luteal phase brings. Today, I was on day 34 of my cycle, and despite feeling full and frustrated, I decided to venture into a part of the paddock I had somehow never been before. It was a beautiful day. The breeze whispered secrets to the trees, which passed them on to me. The crows were my company, and I found peace in the pages of my journal. Falling quickly into the hypnotic rhythm of writing and painting, where time dissolves, until the mosquitoes reminded me that it was time to go. Something that always helps me to remember that things are ever-changing are plants. Watching them make slow yet steady progress brings me so much joy. It really symbolizes to me that I am moving forward, even if it's hard to see the growth just yet. I finally decided to buy some jasmine and plant it on my deck. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I love the thought of being engulfed by the smell of jasmine flowers every day. The way it wraps and climbs makes my heart happy, and I hope one day it completely covers my whole cabin. I think it really is the simplest things that can make the biggest difference sometimes. And I know that if I can manage to correctly nurture this plant, that it will grow to be something that adds so much to my life. Another thing that's been bringing me joy, especially when I'm feeling sensitive and low from my luteal phase, is yummy warm drinks. The smell alone of a hot chocolate or chai is enough to give me the boost I need. I love taking myself on little dates to cute cafes, buying a yummy drink and enjoying some of the last drops of winter sun. I've been bringing my journal that I made in the last video everywhere with me, and it's such a comfort. My favourite cafe at the moment is one surrounded by pristine creeks, cliffs and beautiful forest. After drinking every last drop of a rightfully named Holy Trinity, which is a mix of cacao, chocolate and chai, I made my way down to this beautiful creek spot. I always feel like I'm visiting the fairies when I come here. It's so peaceful and I could stay for hours and hours. I brought my guitar today and a deck of oracle cards that felt right for the occasion. I find oracle cards so helpful and have built up quite a collection. More often than not, they tell me exactly what I need to hear and make me feel a little bit less alone. Today the card I pulled was called the Wild Huntress. The card represents a person learning to stand in their own power, coming from their truth, their higher self. They refuse to play the good girl in a situation where something that is beloved and fragile is being harmed or attacked. It can also represent the ruling of your ego over your spirit self, or overcoming your own dark thoughts and struggles. There is no virtue in denying your shadow side or in wanting to be good all the time. It can lead to self-sabotage and destruction. In acknowledging our inner wild huntress, we can allow her to come in and do what she does best, right the balance. Usually while I'm premenstrual, I don't feel like socialising very much at all. But the sunsets have been so magical and I really wanted to make a fire on the beach with some friends. I've always been fascinated by how the moon cycles is connected to our own. I bled with the dark moon this month, and it felt so natural to be in sync with nature's way, as the dark moon represents a time for rest and reflection. In turn, it means that I ovulated with the full moon, which is a time when energy is high. Sisterhood is such a special feeling. We're all connected by our wombs and our hearts, each bringing openness and an understanding to each other. I feel so grateful for the beautiful women in my life, and this was such a special afternoon.
The cow is ready. Yay! I am perfectly cut. I got here in perfect time.
had to bring along my favourite cacao, which just happens to be my sister's brand. It has adaptogens like chaga, reishi and ashwagandha, which I find really nourishing and supportive, especially during this time of my cycle. As we talked, danced and laughed, my heart filled with so much love and gratitude for the women in my life and the sacred land that I live on. We saw whales swim by before we did a little cacao ceremony and drank our cups with intention. My bleed came the next day and I welcomed it with open arms and an open heart, feeling as though a gift had been bestowed upon me once again. Greeting my blood as the blessing that it is, rather than the burden I've been made to feel it should be. I hope this video inspires you to connect more with your womb and your cycle this month. By honouring our wombs as the sacred vessel they are, we can heal deeper and appreciate the ancient wisdom they hold. I am still learning to love my cycle, but it is something that I am dedicated to continuing to nurture.